What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, we are coming back to Mother Love Bone. That's right, Mother Love Bone fans, feeling you. All right, here we go. So, this is a request from Mickey A and Watchdog. They both want to see me react to Mother Love Bone with a tune called This Is Shangrila. Now, I have not heard the song. Okay, I haven't, so I don't know what to expect here. I do remember the last time I listened to Mother Love Bone, I remember their sound. I remember they were very typical of the 90s rock scene. They were starting to, I wouldn't say hair metal. I wouldn't say they were full-blown hair metal with, Aquanet and everything like that. I'm not saying they were that, but they very much had that sound, that hair metal sound, from the vocal standpoint especially, his style. But there was differences. There were definitely differences that made them stand out. And I wonder, I know the lead singer Andy Wood unfortunately passed away at a very young age, right before the band was set to break out. And I really wonder, if he had not passed away, what would the music scene of the 90s have been? Because I could have very easily have seen Alice in Chains, Mother Love Bone, and Soundgarden. I could have very easily seen those three bands really kind of defining the entire 90s as far as a musical landscape goes. And a transition out of hair metal, thank God. Put a nail in that coffin and have it be done with. And really kind of establishing a new sound, a new style of rock music. Unfortunately, we'll never know, because Andy would have passed away right before their debut album came out, right before they were going to break on through. And I believe their sound would have been very conducive to the 90s, early 90s sound. People would not have found such a stretch between what they've been handed the late 80s to there. It was not that big of a stretch. There were a lot of similarities, but there was enough of a difference to make it stand apart. So I'm looking forward to this. I am. I like the sound that I heard from the first Mother Love Bone reaction I did. I liked the tone of the guitars. I liked everything about it. So I'm really curious to know what this is going to sound like. I'm curious. This video was posted by Ricardo Cruz, and this video has 69,194 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down in the description below for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Mother Love Bone. This is Shangrila. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Around the world, wrote a million songs, it's all about me. I've slept in the gutter, and I've lied with the dogs to never bother me. Send the sheriff, he come too, with his little boys in blue. They've been looking for me, child. But with my crystal string guitar, I'm another eagle star. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, yeah, yeah.
Okay, can I pause right there? Yeah. Yep. Exactly what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so you have that late 80s style sound, that late 80s style groove, but you're hearing some different chordal progressions. You're not hearing the typical, 5 chords, bar chords, moving within the 5s and the 4s and the 3s. No, you're moving up to the 2s, the 3s, the 4, the 5, the 6s, 5, 4, 3, 2s, back down to the roots again. I mean, they're going outside of what the norm was for the late 80s. So, and the early 90s, they're definitely standing apart from a chordal structure standpoint. Let's back it up 10 seconds. Let's keep going. Let's see what.
My crystal string guitar, I'm another eagle star. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, yeah, yeah. Give me to the stage, it brings me home again. This is Shangri-La. I'm tripping on it now. It brings me home again. This is Shangri-La. Bad in shows, most of us do. Don't let that bother me.
Sister, what?
I'm a football who knows who, and I don't believe in smack that time. So don't you die on me, babe. Don't you die on me, 'cause love is all good people need. And music sets us sick ones free. Without love, no one ever grows. Never gonna ever say.
Okay, before the guitar solo starts. Okay. All right. I know a lot of people are like, how dare you compare them to the hair metal bands of the 80s, and how dare they're nothing like them. I'm sorry. I disagree. Because not only from an audio standpoint do they have a lot of the same sounds, not only from an audio standpoint do they have a lot of the same grooves, but from a visual standpoint, let me back it up a little bit. Okay, how about this picture right here? Okay, style. The 80s were about style. Let's be honest, the music was crap, but it was all about the style. Okay, very 80s style. All right. How about, a little bit there. The headbands, the leather jackets, yeah. Cowboy hats, yeah. Check. Okay. No hairspray. Luckily, they broke away from that. They didn't do that. All right. How about we go back a little bit further? All right. Here we go. This is the picture I was looking for. Now, if this does not absolutely describe the 80s vibe, I don't know what does. I'm sorry. The antithesis, if you will, of the 80s. All right? Sex appeal. That's what we're talking about here, right? Sister ass. With the drawing. Look, the pouty lips, yep. Now, granted, there are some changes. I don't see any spandex. Thank God. I don't see any hairspray in hair. Thank God. But I do see a lot of similarities between these guys and your typical 80s, late 80s hard rock bands. Okay? Am I saying that these guys are hair metal? No, not at all. I'm saying these guys were the missing link between the late 80s hair metal music, which was thankfully dying. They just helped put an end to it. and the grunge scene. These guys were the gap. These guys were the filler. These guys were the missing link. That's what I'm saying, okay? I am not saying these guys are hair metal. So all you Pearl Jam fans and all you Mother Love Bone fans, feeling you all right? I am. But at the same time, calm down. I'm not calling them hair metal. I'm saying there's a lot of similarities, but they are definitely not hair metal. Anyway, where was I? I was right about here, right before the guitar solo. Back it up.
Oh, I never grows, never gonna ever say.
Nice. That was good. That was a fun song. That was fun. I liked that better than the last one, actually. What was the other one? Stargazer. I like this song better than Stargazer for sure. Well, there you go, folks. That was Mother Love Bone with their song, This Is Shangrila. This was a request from Mickey A. and Watchdog. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this... I'm going to give this an 8.2. No, not 8.2. Time out.
What's the matter with you?
No. Okay, I'm going to give this an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why. Okay.
Why?
Stargazer. Going back to Stargazer. I remember Stargazer I liked. It was a good song. It was a really good song. This was a little bit more than really good, okay? This was a great song. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. It was a great song. Let's see. It had a great feel to it, great energy, great drive. It was not a dragging song. It was not a slow song. This was definitely a feel-good driving tune. Simple in its chordal structure, nothing too complex, but the song was moving. And the chords were moving within the song, which was nice. It didn't sit on one chord the entire time. The chords were progressing, which was really nice. A great tone to those guitars. It sounded really good. Couldn't really hear the bass. Very typical of that time. You know, bass got sucked out. I don't know why engineers had a thing against bass players, but for some reason they did in the early 90s, late 80s. Bass just got drowned out in the mix for some reason.
That's the truth.
I've heard a little bit here and there out of Jeff. Again, I would have loved to have heard more. I'm a bassist. I'm biased. Sue me. Drumming was super solid. Simplistic, but solid. Super solid. Helped carry the tune along really well. The vocals, very strong, actually. The vocals were very nicely done. Great pitch, great diction, great vowel formation, great tone. Everything about it was great. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm looking for, okay, I'm looking for criticism here. I am. And to be perfectly honest with you, I really can't find any other than the fact that the bass was completely washed out in the mix, but that's very typical of late 80s, early 90s engineering, so it was a fad, I guess. I don't know. Us bass players get no respect. I'm telling you, we don't.
That's pitiful. I mean, it's absolutely pitiful.
No, it was a great song. It was a great song. Was I super impressed with it? I wouldn't say super impressed, but I was impressed. Did it blow my mind? No, it didn't blow my mind, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. So that's why it's getting an 8.3. It didn't blow my mind, okay? It wasn't super impressive, but I thoroughly enjoyed the song, and I would listen to this again. I would. So an 8.3, I feel, is a great score for them. Remember, 8.0 is great. So anything above an 8.0 is that much better than a great. So 8.3, I think, is a great score for this song. It felt good. This was a feel-good, straight ahead, no frills, rock and roll tune. And I loved it. I loved it. It was fun to listen to, and I would probably listen to this again. I probably would. So, 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to do so by joining the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.